All Academy. Always with you.
Hello my dear students, welcome to this online video lecture on basic thermodynamics. So in a previous session we have discussed the work transfer, the sign convention for work transfer, and also we have derived the equation for the work done for frictionless quasi-static process. Now in today's session, we're going to discuss the work done for various processes. So we're going to derive the equations for the work done for various processes such as constant volume process, constant pressure process, hyperbolic process, polytropic and adiabatic process. So without wasting much time, let us derive the equation for these different processes. So as I already said, in this session we're going to discuss about the work done in various thermodynamic quasi-static process. So the work done in a various quasi-static process such as constant pressure process, constant volume process, hyperbolic process, polytropic process and in adiabatic process. So we're going to see the work done equation for these following processes. So let us start with a constant pressure process. So this process is also known as isobaric or isopestic process. So in examination, sometimes they have derived the equation for isobaric. So students should not get confused. It is nothing but constant pressure process. So in this process, the work done takes place that will be at constant pressure. And here I have shown the PV diagram for the constant pressure process where you can see that the pressure is kept constant. That is nothing but P1 will be equals to P2. But there will be change in the volume as you are seeing V1 to V2. Now the work done for this constant pressure process is W is equals to the general equation we have, that is integration of P into dV. Now we have a dV that is V1 and V2. So P is a constant. So the work done will be equals to P into V2 minus V1. So this is a work done equation for the constant pressure process. Now similarly for a constant volume process, so which is also known as isochoric process. It is also known as isochoric process. So you are seeing the PV diagram for a constant volume process. So where the V1 and V2 are equal, but we can see that there is a change in the pressure. But the work done for a constant volume process, since there is no difference in the volume, change in the volume, as we have the work done equation, that is general work done equation, that is integration of P into dV. When there is no change in the volume means, so that will be 0. V1 equals to V2 means that will becomes 0. So and anything 0 into anything will be 0. So work done in a constant volume process, that is the work done in constant volume or isochoric process, will be 0. The hyperbolic process, which is also known as isothermal process, it means that the temperature is kept constant during this process. The hyperbolic process becomes isothermal process for an ideal gas when the temperature is kept constant. Please note that it becomes isothermal process for an ideal gas when the temperature is kept constant. Now for a hyperbolic process, that is as you are seeing the PV diagram, the work done will be the area under the curve 1 to 2. It is the area under the curve 1 to 2, and that is PV is equals to constant. So it takes in the nature of PV is equals to constant. Now for hyperbolic process, I can say that P1 V1 will be equals to P2 V2, that will be equals to P1 V1 P2 V2. That is the product of pressure and volume at state 1 will be equals to at state 2. Now the work done equation, as we know that the general work done equation for the hyperbolic process is that is 1 to 2, integration from 1 to 2 P into dV. Now as we already know that PV is equals to P1 V1 equals to constant. Now I can replace this, I can rearrange this equation by taking PV to the denominator. Now let us substitute this P value, that is P1 V1 divided by V in the above equation. Now work done will be equals to P1 V1. If I take a P outside, then it will be dV by V. Okay, it is a dV by V. Now integration of dx by x is nothing but ln x2 divided by x1. So work done will becomes P1 V1 ln V2 divided by V1. So the work done in a hyperbolic process or in a isothermal process will be, work done from 1 to 2 will be P1 V1 ln P1 by P2, or I can write it V2 by V1. So it is nothing but the ratio of pressure and volume. So the work done, this V2 by V1 will be equals to P1 by P2. So the work done in hyperbolic process will be P1 V1 ln P1 by P2.
So students, we have derived the equations for the constant volume process, constant pressure process and hyperbolic process. We have derived the equation for work done. Now let us derive the work done equation for polytropic process.
Now let us discuss the very important, that is polytropic process. Now as you are observing, the polytropic process takes the curve of PV raised to n equals to constant. Now where this n is a polytropic index, or we can say that the polytropic exponent, the term n, PV raised to n, what you are seeing here n, it is a polytropic index or polytropic exponent, which can be identified if we know P1 and V1 and P2 V2. If we know these values, we can easily identify the n value. In most of the cases the n will be given, so where the n value is not given, you should calculate by using P1 V1 and P2 V2. Now the work done in a polytropic process is the area under the curve 1 to 2. So whatever the area will be there, so that will be your work done in a polytropic process. Now we know that the general equation that is for a polytropic process, PV raised to n will be equals to P1 V1 raised to n, that will be equals to P2 V2 raised to n. Now by considering this equation, I can write the P is equals to P1 V1 raised to n. So V raised to n, I will take it the denominator. Now we know that the work done equation, that is one to general work done equation, that is P in integration of P into dV. Now let us substitute this P value in this equation. If I substitute it, so it will becomes P1 V1 raised to n divided by V raised to n into dV. Now after integrating this, if I integrate this equation by taking P1 V1 raised to n constant, the only left out term will be dV by V raised to n. Now I will get V minus n plus 1 divided by minus n plus 1. Now after simplifying, I will take this, will rearrange these terms, so that will becomes 1 minus n, that is P1 V1 raised to n divided by 1 minus n. Now if I substitute these limits, that will becomes V2 1 minus n minus V1 1 minus n. So if I rearrange all these equation, if I simplify this term, I will get P2 V2 raised to n into V2 1 minus n minus P1 V1 raised to n into V1 1 minus n whole divided by 1 minus n. Now the work done equation, after simplifying this whole equation, the work done for a polytropic process will be P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. Or else I can also write this from this equation, that is P1 V1 divided by n minus 1, 1 minus P2 by P1, n minus 1 by n. So I can write this, or I can calculate the work done by using this equation. Generally, for work done for polytropic process, we define as it is a P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. So this is a work done for polytropic process. Now one more very important process, this polytropic process, with respect to polytropic process, that is, as I said, n is the important factor in a polytropic process. So if n changes, the processes will also get changes. If n is equals to 1, so which is I shown with the help of a graph, as you can also observe it here. If n is equals to 0, then I will get a constant pressure process. That is, as you are seeing 1 to 2, this is if n is equals to 0, the process becomes constant pressure process. If n is infinity, if I substitute as an infinity, it corresponds to the constant volume process. Then the process becomes constant volume process. If n is equals to 1, then it is a hyperbolic process. Means if there is a change, if 0 and infinity, apart from 0 and infinity, if any values are there, then n, that process becomes hyperbolic process. Now you can see that as the n changes, the curve, the hyperbolic curve, the hyperbolic processes also changes. So with this graph, I can say that with a change in the n value, the process will also changes. So now this polytropic index plays an important role in a hyperbolic process or in a polytropic process. If n is exactly 1, it is a hyperbolic process. If n changes, then it is a goes on change in the curve is observed in the process. Now the next one more very important is the adiabatic process. So what is this adiabatic process? In thermodynamics, an adiabatic process is a type of process in thermodynamics which occurs without transferring the heat or mass between the system. Please note that it is a process in thermodynamics which occurs without interaction of heat or mass between system and the surrounding. But it's unlike an isothermal process, but the transfer of energy takes place to the surrounding only by means of an work. So in adiabatic process, so there will be no interaction of heat or mass to the surrounding or from surrounding to the system, but only there will be an interaction of an energy called work. So as we know that work is a form of energy, so that interaction from system and surrounding in adiabatic process takes place only by through means of work. Now for a adiabatic process, we have a general equation, that is it takes place, that is PV raised to gamma equals to constant. That is PV raised to gamma is equals to P1 V1 raised to gamma, P2 V2 raised to gamma. That is product of P and V at 1 and 2 will be same. Now the work done, it is almost, the derivation is also similar to our polytropic process. Now if a work done is equals to 1, that is P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by gamma minus 1. This gamma is called adiabatic index. So the gamma can be defined as it is the ratio of heat capacities. That is, heat capacities means the constant pressure and constant volume. So the gamma is the ratio of a constant specific heat at constant pressure to the specific heat at a constant volume. Now this gamma will be always greater than 1 because the heat added at a constant pressure will be higher than the heat added in the constant volume process. So the gamma value will be always greater than 1. Now this is a work done for a polytropic process.
Okay, my dear students, so whatever the derivations or the equations what we derived in today's session, hope you have cleared with that. Means the work done for different processes. So still if you are finding any difficulties in these derivations, you can comment it in a comment box and we'll try to clarify your doubts.
Click on subscribe button and press the bell icon to get updates from All Academy.